Hey guys, this is the Librarian, and you are watching the Pokemon Online, mostly Harmless servers YouTube channel. And this is a very special little battle that you're about to watch. It's not quite Little Cup, as I call it. This is my not quite Little Cup team. As you can see here, these are six Pokemon that are not Little Cup by any standards, because they don't evolve. However, they are all at level 5. They do not have any evolutions or previous evolutions. I also picked Pokemon that I think their stats would align fairly well with Little Cup. Nothing overpowered, nothing with too much speed and too much attack, or too much speed, or anything like that, or any crazy abilities or moves. Like I didn't put Victini in there. That would be, even though it doesn't evolve either, but yeah, nothing crazy. Trying these not quite Little Cup Pokemon out. Again, as you can see here, we have Chatot, Mawile, Spinda, Dunsparce, Delibird, and Farfetch'd. Pokemon that you'd kind of laugh at if you saw it in an actual battle. But because this is not quite Little Cup, and they're level 5 versus an actual Little Cup team, I just kind of wanted to see how they would fare. Yeah, it's a pretty decent little team. Nothing too overpowered. There's some, possible contenders. But I just wanted to see because, particularly with this next generation coming out so soon, it's always interesting to see what existing Pokemon get evolutions. I mean, we've seen it a ton of times in the past with Yanma and Misdreavus, Pokemon that have really been really impactful on the Little Cup tier. Though, again, a lot of those were Uber for a long time. Some of them still are, like Scyther or Gligar. A lot of those that do get evolutions don't make it into Little Cup, but there's some that do, and do pretty well. Misdreavus, for example. But again, that was Uber 2 for a while. But now it's a big threat. So we're going to look at some of these and see what would work and what might not. So we'll start with Chatot. Let's look at its stats here. It's at level 5. It's got 18 speed, 17 special attack with those two stats maxed, and then kind of mediocre attack and defenses. Physical attack and defenses. I gave it several moves. I gave it Hyper Voice, Uproar, Heat Wave, and Chatter. It doesn't have a great move pool, to be honest, especially since that's what it has stats for. But Chatter is an interesting little move. It's a 60 base power special flying move that has a 31% chance to confuse on Pokemon Online, which is really interesting. So I use that, and he uses Scald. Scald does a good amount of damage. Chatter doesn't do much against that Frillish, because that's a pretty specially defensive Frillish, I'm pretty sure. So then I use Chatter again, and he confuses. It confuses. That 31% chance takes place, but his Scald takes out my Chatot. So we continue. Oh yeah, this battle is against Eaglegolf. He's asking me some training questions here, because I've been kind of training him in Little Cup. He's new to it, and I've been helping him out as he needs it. So then, to try and take out this Frillish, I bring in a weird little choice in Spinda. Spinda here is, pure normal type, has 15 attack, 16 speed, which are, neither of those are anything to, write home about, but they're decent. It's got okay defenses and really poor special attack. But its usefulness comes in its ability Contrary, along with a pretty decent physical move pool. Wild Charge, Sucker Punch, Teeter Dance, and Superpower is what I have. Superpower along with Contrary is great. You'll see why. Though, I mean, it's not hard to guess. So, I use Wild Charge, which takes out his Frillish really easily. And again, this isn't a great speed, but it's able to take out this next opponent, Pawniard. So I use Superpower, which it normally lowers attack and defense, but since it's contrary, raises its attack and defense to a much more respectable level, 22 and 18, with a +1 boost. So then he sends out Ghastly, so I try and Sucker Punch, but he tries to Hypnotize, and so it doesn't do anything. So I try to Wild Charge, but he hypnotizes me because he's faster. Sucker Punch went first because priority, and so I was thinking, oh, of course, I can outspeed now. Nope, Ghastly definitely has more than 16 speed. Yeah, and so he sets up a sub. As you can see here, level 5 is probably about 18. He's probably got it to max speed. So he Sludge Bombs, and I'm trying to Sucker Punch, which I managed to do. I wake up and Sucker Punch, breaking his sub. So then I send out Dunsparce, since I think it can kill it, because I have Zen Headbutt on it. Dunsparce here has, really poor stats in pretty much everything except the defenses. And since these are not actually evolved Pokemon yet, or maybe ever, again, they don't have evolutions, so you can't use Eviolite on them, which would normally be a huge boost to Dunsparce. If it were to get an evolution, would be pretty, nicely bulky in Little Cup, except that normal typing would kind of screw it over because, fighting types are pretty predominant in the tier. So, it has Serene Grace, and so to use that, I gave it, or to utilize, that ability to its best, I gave it Thunder Wave, Rock Slide, Ancient Power, and Zen Headbutt to kind of use the increased chance of boosting all its stats and then flinching and para-flinching. But so I used Zen Headbutt, which was going to be on that Ghastly, but he switched out to Stunky, so it didn't do anything on that Dark type. So I Thunder Wave. That you can see his Pursuit doesn't do much damage since I'm not switching. His Flamethrower is a little more powerful, and I'm Ancient Powering here. Ancient Power again, he is fully paralyzed. Thank you for that, Thunder Wave. Then I Ancient Power one more time, and I get the full boost from it, so he crunches, but I've gotten all my boosts here. So all of his stats are now much better. That speed is still really slow, though, so that's going to cause some problems for it. But excellent defenses, excellent attacks now, but terrible speed. So I continue. I try and Thunderwave this Dunsparce or this Dino, but didn't get a chance to. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, I Rock Slided, which killed the Stunky, but then I didn't have a chance to do anything to the Dino, whatever, because it's. I'm pretty sure he has his Scarfed, and he uses Outrage. So then I sent out Mawile, which I think is like of all the Pokemon on this team, I think Mawile has the most potential. 18 attack, 16 defense, 10, and that defense is unboosted by anything. I don't think I gave it any defense stats. EVs, because I gave it all to attack and speed. No, I might have given it, and then a little bit to special defense to try and even the two out. So with the speed is because it's Scarfed. Normally it's not that great. I mean, 22 Scarf speed is not excellent. That means it's probably like 16 normally. Yeah, not great. But then 18 attack is really good, and 16 defense is decent, unevulited. So, and it's got a good physical move pool. I think mine has Crunch, Brick Break, Iron Head, and I don't remember, something else. We'll see. So I Brick Break, and that OHKOs it. The Scarf also helped outspeed. Yeah, because he... Huh. How did he must not be, he must be banded then. So then I could crunch on this, but I changed my mind because I don't want it to die. So I switched to Delibird. Let's look at its stats here quick. Yep, 18 speed, 11, 11, 11, 15. So yeah, it's not great. It has Hustle, so that'll make it a little better, but still not great. The Drifloon uses Acrobatics, which just kills me right away. So no use for Delibird there. I was going to Ice Shard, which would have, done some pretty serious damage. So then we have Farfetch'd. Again, pretty middling stats all around. It has 17 attack, and I gave it... it has some interesting physical moves. I gave it Leaf Blade, some flying move. I don't remember. Wing Attack, maybe? I don't remember what it was. It wasn't great. Aerial Ace. Wing Attack, Aerial Ace... Not Wing Attack. Anyway, Leaf Blade, Aerial Ace, and something else. And then Agility. And Night Slash. Night Slash is what helps me out here a lot. Take down this Drifloon. Because he uses Hidden Power on me, which I'm assuming is Hidden Power Ice? Yeah, because it's super effective. Then I Night Slash, and it takes it mostly down. So he then, seeing that he's not going to be able to kill me with a move, probably, Destiny Bonds. With that unburdened Destiny Bond, since he outspeeds, and takes us both down. So then we're both down to 1-1. Mawile versus Ghastly. And so since my Mawile is Scarfed, I can easily outspeed this Ghastly, and Crunch, taking it down. So yeah, this has been a not quite Little Cup battle, though it was Little Cup, because they're both level 5. Well, okay, not Little Cup. You know what I'm saying. It was not quite Little Cup versus Little Cup. So, I can't say that that was the fairest battle I've ever had, particularly because some of these might be a little overpowered, but as you can see, they're pretty evenly matched. Mawile here is just a little beast if you can take care of her. But that steel typing is kind of a curse. Anything with priority fighting attack would take it down. You know, Timber, Machop, um, they would both have a heyday taking care of it. Um, oh yeah, a Krogunk too would be pretty effective, I think. So Krogunk especially with Vacuum Wave, since its special defense is lower. Um, so yeah, Mawile would have potential if it were to evolve, especially since there are also rumors that it might be getting fairy typing and an evolution in this next generation. But of course, that's all speculation, and we won't know until October. So yeah, this has been just kind of to see what might be, or what we might have potential to work with. I think some of these would be really interesting, and some of them would be really terrible. This one would be really terrible. I'm pointing it. Delapart, if you can't see that. Yeah. Secret's over. So yeah, thanks for taking time to watch this weird little battle. And we hope to see you around soon. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, etc. And we hope to see you around the server. Tell them the librarian sent you. Alright, talk to you later, guys. Bye.